Good afternoon, believers. I'm going to attempt to just drop you a little message here. Of course, if you're part of the vineyard, already know what condition I'm in. It might make it a little bit hard to speak clearly, but I'm going to do the best that I can. But I want you all to know sometimes we get in such a hurry for things, and I'm guilty of it too. We're really in a hurry up society where we want things fast. We want it now. We want it yesterday. We want it 5 years ago. And we've forgotten the subtle art of waiting. We've forgotten the subtle art of patience because to be patient isn't always exactly the most comfortable of circumstance. It's not always the most pleasurable of situations. We want to get done with one thing so we can move on to the next, or we want to get through one thing so that we can enjoy something else longer, or different things of that nature. But we've forgotten how to wait. We've forgotten that patience produces endurance. That waiting produces patience, and patience produces endurance. The word teaches us that they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up on wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not grow faint. But we've forgotten that we have an issue with waiting. We want the strength. We want the wings as eagles. We want to run. We want to walk. We want to do all of these things. But there has to be a resting time. There has to be a waiting period. If you've ever had one of those cars that you kind of wind up, you kind of pull back, and then you let go, and they speed off and things like that. There is a period in time as you pull that back that there's a resting period, a period right before you can let it go, where you've gotten as far back as you can go, where you can't go back any further. The spindle won't go back any further, and you can't bring that little car any further back. And there's a resting period there before you finally let it go. And in that resting period, there is an anticipation. There is an anticipation. There is a wonder of how this thing is going to go, how fast it's going to move. Is it going to go in a straight line, or is it going to go in a curve? What's it going to look like? You know what I'm saying? Am I going to see the color streak, or is the wheel going to fall off? Or all kinds of things pop through your head. You're wondering, what's going to happen within that period. You anticipate certain outcomes, and you hope for certain outcomes. The word teaches that now faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. But in order to get to that place of hope, there has to be a place of anticipation. There has to be a waiting period. You have to be willing to wait on some things and anticipate some things, so that when it comes time to let that thing go, you'll have something to look forward to. Your faith has been built up. Your hope has been built up. Things have gotten stronger for you, and now you're anticipating an outcome. And if you've anticipated the right outcome, or if you look at things in the right way, then you know that all things work together for the good. So you can be assured that whatever the outcome is going to be in your best interest, is going to work for your good. But you can't get to that place of knowing that things are for your good and being happy and content with that without first having your waiting period. You're building up your anticipatory moment. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to consider being in a hurry to wait. Sometimes we have to be in a hurry to wait on God. I can't wait to see what God does with this situation. I can't wait to see how he brings me through. I can't wait to see what outcome he comes up with this situation. I can't wait to see how this turns out in my favor. I can't wait until to see how my enemies are going to be turned into my stepstool on this. How he's going to shut the mouth of the fowler. How he's going to turn this situation around for the better. How he's going to fix these finances. How he's going to make this relationship work out. How he's going to bring these two things together. We have to wait and be in anticipation of God's power working and manifesting in our lives. And in our waiting period, we get to build up strength. We get to prepare for the ride to come, to be mounted up on wings as eagles. We get to prepare for whatever is coming out of this outcome, whatever the next instruction or direction he gives, that we can run on
Bible
and
now.
not be weary. That we could walk on and not grow faint because we've had our waiting period. We've had an opportunity to build up our faith and our hope and our anticipation to know that God is going to move and he's going to move in our favor, and we're showing God that we know he's going to work in our favor, and we're letting God know, hey, I know this is going to work out. God, I understand that you got it all in the palm of your hands. I know that you're going to work this thing out for me, and I'm just waiting in anticipation for what you're going to do, God. When we're in a hurry to move, sometimes we make the wrong moves and make situations worse than what they need to be. And sometimes we can hinder or derail our blessings because we're in such a rush to get a result or get an outcome. Certain things only come in their best state when they've had time to develop, time to grow, time to mature. But in that waiting period, know that you're growing. Know that you're maturing. Knowing that you're getting better. You're becoming at your best that you can be at whatever level you're at. And it can only stand to get greater and greater and grow stronger and stronger because you learn to wait on God and renew your strength and build up your hope and your anticipation for what God is going to do. So I just wanted to encourage you. Sometimes it's all right to be in a hurry to wait and anticipate what God is going to do. Allow him to do his perfect work. Don't rush it. Don't push things further than what they need to be. But anticipate the push from God to move to your next level, to move to your next situation, your next position, your next place, your next relationship, your next growth in your relationship, your next growth in your job, your next growth in your family, your next miracle, your next healing, your next deliverance. Wait on the Lord. Renew your strength and be ready to run on. This is Minister J. Just wanted to be an encouragement to you. Be in a hurry to wait. And let's see what God's going to do. God bless.
Stop.